All right, here we go, guys. I'm sitting down the house. I got waiting on the phone call, so I figured I'd do a quick update video on the house and all out there. So we've gotten the house. We've been in the house about 3 months now. Having a lot of issues with the house itself. Build quality has been poor from Clayton Homes. Now I have subfloor issues. It appears they're going to come out and redo all the subfloor in my house. You can see every joist, almost every joist in the house is poking up higher than the floor. I've got sections where they beat the plywood together and broke the tongue and groove apart, and they just floored right over it. So I've had the factory guys come out, they've done their thing. When they were out, they walked in the house, they walked in the attic, they pushed 2 parts of my ceiling down where they broke the plaster they put up to hide their shitty work. And then the attic access was broken while they were in the house. These guys are just subs for the vendors, for the factory to come out and look at things. They did a negative air test, found out that was fine, but I did have some leaks in my plastic and in my HVAC vents. That plastic has been looked at by multiple people from Clayton who said there's no problem with it. It's amazing, no issues. And then lo and behold, these guys come out, they find 2 major holes, they fix them. But they're trying to say that that's the reason that my flooring's going bad, is because there's moisture under the floor and it's causing all this damage. Well, the house is only 3 months old. And I would hate to think that because my plastic got a hole, say a rat chewed a hole in it and climbed in there and made a home in the underneath of my trailer, does that mean my whole house is going to fall down now because there's a hole in my plastic? Because that's what they're telling me the problem is now. So all in all, I'm not real happy with anything I've heard from Clayton. Nothing seems promising so far. This has been the worst experience as far as buying/building a house. I do renovations all day long. Most of them are very small, and went from 4 to 20 grand renovations. And I have less headache than I've ever seen with a brand new house. I mean, these guys are working on houses that are, 80 years old sometimes, and they're not having near the issues that they're having building a brand new mobile home in a factory. Imagine that, in a factory setting. So don't believe that whole smoke that, it's built in a factory, it's built in a jig, it's stronger, it's square, it's better. My experience so far this time on Clayton Home has been horrendous. And then we can always go to the staff. I think that'll be a whole nother video when I go through the staff and talk about how terrible they are at their jobs and how they just lie and lie and lie and lie to get you to buy their product. There's been very little truth that they've spoke to me about any of this. So anyway, like I said, build quality's been bad. I'm now in talks with the factory for them to come out and redo all the subfloor. I don't know how we're going to live there while they do all this work that they need to get done. So we'll see. So the update as of today is we're living in the house. We love the property. I love being out there in the country. But the build quality of Clayton Homes is not good. It's getting worse every day. The trailer is settling. The floors are falling apart. And this house is less than 3 months old. So if you are planning on going buy a Clayton home, I strongly suggest you double think what you're doing. They're not, well, I don't know about, like I said, the one in Louisiana is great. It's just Moncks Corner, South Carolina. If you work at that, if you plan on buying a house from that mobile home company, I would think otherwise. I mean, you could buy one from anywhere else and be better off. These guys are just terrible what they do. So that's just my final update. Well, not my final update, that's just my update for now. I'll put more out there as soon as I get more info on when they're going to come back. That's another thing. They like to come out, look at things, and say they're going to fix things, and then not show back up for fucking 5 months. So I don't know when they're going to come back. They've been there. They looked at it. They know it's bad, but no schedule. If I call up there to the dealership, they just tell me that's factory problems. They'll get with me. So it's a whole bunch of waiting, and no work's being done right now. So, and I've got so much money invested in the property itself. I put a new sink in. I know it wasn't much. That's a $400 sink I put in that trailer. I've done all the back work, back porch work. We got the pool in. I don't want them to pull the house out and then have to redo everything I've already done, or not reimburse me for what I spent. So I mean, I've done a ton of rock work. I've done ditches. Like, I have that place going in the right direction. So there's not an option of just cashing out and walking away or fucking saying we're not going to do it. They got to fix my house, or we're going to have to sue them. So we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you in the loop either way.